What if I told you closure is kind of a lie? Yeah, I know. Sounds weird, right? Because we've all heard it. Just get closure and you'll feel better. Talk it out. Get your answers. Like there's some magical conversation, some perfect final message that suddenly fixes everything. But let's be honest. Have you ever actually felt fully satisfied after getting closure? Or did it just open more questions? Think about it. You finally get the chance to ask them, why did you leave? Did you ever really care? What went wrong? And they answer. But instead of peace, you feel confused, or hurt, or worse, nothing changes. That's because closure doesn't work the way we think it does. We imagine closure like closing a door, but in reality, it's more like opening a window you can't shut again. Here's the truth no one tells you. Closure doesn't come from them. It comes from you. And that's exactly why it feels so frustrating. Because we want answers from the other person. We want them to explain everything perfectly, like they owe us a neat emotional summary. But people aren't that clear. Sometimes they don't even understand themselves. Imagine asking someone, why did you stop loving me? What are they supposed to say? I don't know, it just happened. That's not satisfying. That's not deep. That's not the movie ending you expected. But it's real, and reality is messy. Let's take a simple example. You text someone, they suddenly stop replying. Ghosted. Now your brain goes crazy. Did I say something wrong? Are they busy? Did they lose interest? Are they secretly a spy on a mission? Okay, maybe not the last one, but you get it. So you want closure. You want them to come back and say, hey, I stopped talking because... But even if they do, will it really fix how you feel? If they say, I lost interest, that hurts. If they say, I found someone else, that hurts. If they say, I was just confused, that's even worse. Because now you're like, confused about what exactly? See the problem? Closure often doesn't bring peace. It just changes the shape of your pain. Another reason closure doesn't work? Because we don't actually want the truth. We want a comfortable truth. We want something that protects our ego, makes us feel valued, and doesn't sting too much. But real answers? They're not always kind. And sometimes, not getting closure is actually protecting you. Yeah, I said it. Because when you don't get answers, your mind can slowly let go. But when you do get answers, especially painful ones, you replay them again and again. It's like your brain saves it as a favorite song, except it's the most annoying song ever. On loop, 24/7. Now here's the biggest reason why closure never really works. You're trying to control something that already ended. Closure is like saying, okay, this chapter is over, but can I just edit the last page real quick? Life doesn't work like that. Some things end without explanation. Some people leave without warning. Some stories don't have a proper ending. And that's uncomfortable, but it's also normal. Think about it. Not every movie you watch has a perfect ending. Sometimes it just cuts. And you sit there like, wait, that's it? That feeling? That's life sometimes. And instead of chasing closure, maybe the real goal is something else. Acceptance. Not the dramatic kind. Not I'm totally fine fake acceptance. But quiet acceptance. The kind where you say, yeah, I didn't get the answers I wanted, but I'm choosing to move forward anyway. That's real power. Because now you're not depending on someone else to feel okay. You're giving that permission to yourself. And I know it's not easy. Your mind will still go back. It'll still ask questions at 2 a.m. like, what if? But every time it does, you gently remind yourself, not everything needs an answer. Sometimes, peace comes not from knowing more, but from needing less. So the next time you feel like you need closure from someone, pause. Ask yourself, do I really need answers, or do I just need to let go? Because those are two very different things, and one of them you can actually control. In the end, closure isn't something you receive. It's something you decide. And once you understand that, you stop chasing people for peace and start creating it for yourself.